Now, a Buddy Check 13 reminder with News 13's Amy Hoyt.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to News 13. I'm News 13's Amy Hoyt, and we're coming to you live from our studios in downtown Panama City on Harrison Avenue. As you know, today is the 13th, Friday the 13th to be specific, but it is the 13th, and that means it is Buddy Check Day, Breast Cancer Awareness, and we want to always remind you to check for lumps in your breast and get those mammograms when the time comes. We have a special guest today. She is a longtime Bay County resident. Her name is Julie Gordon, and we want to welcome her at this time. Thanks for coming out, Julie.
Thank you for having me.
A little bit of a rainy day today. It's why we're delayed on our start, but we're up and running again. It's good to have you with us. Now we talked, you were diagnosed just earlier this year.
Absolutely. In February, I went for my normal mammogram.
And did they find a lump?
They did find it on the mammogram, yes, but I never found one.
You didn't find, you couldn't feel it?
I could not, no.
Now, I know that you had told me there's a family history, so you're conscious of it from a younger woman.
Yes, I am. Yes.
All right. Tell me a little bit about your family history first.
My mother's mom, my grandmother, had breast cancer, and then it went on to my sister, and she had a lumpectomy, and she's 10 years okay. So she's doing very well, thanks.
Oh, that's good news.
Yes.
So when they find your lump, what's your reaction initially?
Well, I was kind of like in denial because it happened before, and they sent me back for another mammogram, and it showed nothing. But this time, it did. And then I had gone back into another testing, and it showed what I had. And I was nervous.
Even though there's a family history, I mean, it's still always a shock to hear the C word.
Yes, always.
So,
yes.
So how do you react? Where do you go from there?
Well, I had the best doctors, and I felt good with them. And they are the ones that helped me through this, I have to say. I was very thankful with all three of them.
And you stayed in Bay County for all your treatment, correct?
I did. Yes, I did.
How long was the process between diagnosis now and what's the first step?
No, the next step was going to meet all the doctors, and I met my oncologist, and she let me know what I was going to be going through. And I made my decision, and she was proud of me to have both of my breasts removed.
So was it necessary, or is that something you just felt like with the family history you needed to do?
Right. It wasn't necessary. The one was, but the other one was not. And I'm good. And she was proud of me for making that decision.
Right. It's a tough decision, I know.
Right.
How long between the diagnosis did you have the surgery, or was there chemo first?
No, chemo first. I decided that too, to go right in there, because they did tell me that the cancer was aggressive. So I just wanted to get it going. And we had it on April 24th was my first surgery.
Well, that's just earlier this year. That's
yes,
what, 6 months ago, 5 months ago?
Yes, it was.
How long is the recovery for that?
Oh, it was a little while. I didn't have my first chemo until May, so I recovered. They wanted me to recover a little bit.
Right.
So, yeah, it was a little bit of time.
So not only did they remove the breast, they did the reconstructive surgery at the same time?
Yes, ma'am, and they put the port in all at the same time in one day.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
The surgery must have been a few hours?
Oh, it was at 7 in the morning till I got to see my children about 9 o'clock that night.
Wow, that takes a lot. I see these are your grandkids we're seeing on the screen, correct?
Yes, that is some of them.
So
yes.
you had a lot of family support, correct?
Oh, I did. A lot.
Sisters?
Yes, my two sisters, the one that had the chemo, she and my baby sister came into town to surprise me and stay with me for about a week.
Because you're widowed. And
I am.
So without the husband being here, they came to your side to support you. That's the pictures. Is this them?
That's and my the sister with her back in the pink shirt. She had the lumpectomy, so
Right.
she's
and
great.
she's doing well.
Absolutely.
How important was that support?
Great. That was the wonderful. That's my first chemo.
Oh, right there.
That
your
was my
first
very
one.
first chemo.
Now, that's your hair.
That's my hair in that chemo.
Did it come out eventually?
Yes. See, and with my grandbabies, I have no.
The rag on your head. yeah.
Right. Yes.
What's that like to lose your
That
hair?
was devastating, I have to say. That was hard to lose my hair, but
Did you shave it ahead of time?
Yes, my best friend, she came over and because it was coming out in clunks, and why have it everywhere? Be done with it.
Just to get
It
rid of
wasn't going to stop.
it. Take control over yourself, right?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about the chemo experience. How long was that? And do you remember what kind it was?
Oh,
I know there are different kinds.
It is, and there was 2 kinds, and the names are long and hard to say. But that was chemo was like I would go there, and I would be there for 5 hours for chemo. Yes.
Week? How often?
Every 21 days until August the 6th was my last one.
Right. That's when I had met you and I talked to you. You said,
Yes.
let me have my final check with my doctor first. And of course, it was good news. No more chemo.
It was the best news ever to get that.
So there were no issues with lymph nodes.
Oh, they took 2 out, and they
they
did
did.
not find anything in them. So that's why I really didn't have to have radiation, because even though my cancer was aggressive, and it was small, which was the best thing. So they said they got it all, and that was the best news of everything.
Did you have reaction to the chemotherapy?
I still do. My hands are numb, and my feet are numb and tingly. But other than that, nothing major, nothing that I can't.
No vomiting? You were able to handle it? Did it make you sick?
With it, I did. I had to take all kinds of medicine when I was going through chemo. That was not easy.
Yeah, no, that's it. It makes you feel
definitely-
weak.
It was very bad, but I got through it, and I'm so thankful for that.
And where do you go from here now? You have to have checkups how often?
Yes, every 3 months, Dr. Johnson will be putting me through testing and blood work and all that, and keep checking on me. So that'll be a while, because I asked him, how long will you be checking on me? And his exact words is, forever. And
So
that's
you don't
okay.
need me anymore. Right.
Yeah.
I know that you also tested for the BRCA gene.
I did.
And how does that turn out?
It turned out really great, and it really relieved my children, so they know they don't have a whole lot to worry about.
Right.
So
And I know you have sons, not daughters, but there are granddaughters.
absolutely. I have 2 beautiful granddaughters, so yes.
Do you have nieces from the sister who has?
I do.
Who had breast
yes,
cancer?
I do.
You do.
Yes.
So-
and I asked her why she never had it done. And like me, nobody ever told me to do that before. So
Right.
I'm glad I did.
There
I'm
have
glad
been
I know
great
that.
strides made, in breast cancer and treatment and mammograms and all that over the course of time.
Right.
What kind
Yes.
of advice do you have for someone who might be diagnosed?
Stay strong. Be positive. Eat if you can. That's the hardest thing. And whatever you do, have the protein and the shakes, because that helps, because there's days you can't eat.
Solid food.
I think I lived off of peanut butter and little crackers, because that was protein. So I did. But yeah, just stay strong and be positive every single day.
I know the chemotherapy is over, but are you taking any kind of pills? I know some women take medicine afterward.
I am. I'm taking stuff for the neuropathy in my feet and my hands, but mainly that's it. That's all I'm taking. Yeah.
Now, you had some emotional turns in your life other than this. You had said when you were diagnosed, your brother had been diagnosed with a different kind of cancer.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. He was diagnosed a couple weeks before me with
mercy.
throat cancer.
And he knew that you had the breast cancer?
Yeah, we were, one of those pictures are him and I
On
FaceTiming
the
each
phone.
other every single day. And he FaceTime, and I learned he was so worried about me, but he lost his battle on the 27th of May.
Did he ever encourage you, knowing what you were going through?
Always the same
Yeah.
thing. I just said, keep your head up, sis. Take care of yourself. Do what they say. Don't miss your appointments.
So it was a tough battle.
It was a tough battle. It was a journey that I will never ever forget. And now I want to be there for everybody. So I have another friend. He's going through cancer, and I want to be there for him. I told him, talk to me anytime you might need me. I'll be there for you.
Right. And I know that people think women with breast cancer who have survived it talk to other women who are diagnosed with breast cancer. And I'm sure that will happen. And of course, it makes sense. But you can still relate to any kind of cancer, any kind of diagnosis of cancer for other
Yes.
patients.
Yes.
And so you offer, because other people get chemotherapy as well, correct?
Absolutely.
Right.
Yes. Yes. I will be there.
So where do you go from here? Like, how do you feel now?
I have a big weight lifted off of my shoulders. I feel really good now about my outcome and how this has been a scary year because I don't know where this year went. It's almost over. It's almost fall.
Yeah.
But I'm so much happier now.
Of course.
Yes.
And you're feeling good. You look good.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I
never
do
know
feel
if,
good.
I never know if that's a good thing to say to somebody who's just, come
It
off
is.
of that.
It is because when you lose your hair and you lose all this and that on your body that, it was hard. I lost a lot of weight, but not
Yeah.
a ton. But I'm a short person, so it don't take much weight to lose something. But
What are you looking forward to the most now for the rest of the year?
oh, the holidays,
Yeah.
to be with my family and not being sick anymore and being able to be with them, get around people again because you didn't get around anyone because you didn't want to get sick with your white blood cells down, but mine were always good. Yeah.
All right, final
know.
words for people watching.
Oh, everybody, please stay up with it. Oh, do not miss your checks. Do not lose your doctor visits, and check yourself if you can.
Right.
Everyone, please.
Perfect wording. We appreciate it. Julie Gordon, thank you so much.
Thank you, Amy, for having me.
It was nice to meet you as
Nice
well.
to meet you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. And just a big thank you to everybody watching. And as Julie said, check for lumps. Once you hit 40, start getting those mammograms. Whether or not you have a family history doesn't matter these days. It seems sometimes you're higher risk, of course, but always check and get those mammograms. We thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.